live right here on.
I go live, hit live. Okay. I gotta add you though as a friend, right?
Yeah, you can do that. You can go
Yeah.
ahead and you can go ahead and add the Polka Dot Rabbit podcast, and then after you add me, that's when you can join. What the heck? Oh, I'm tripping. Yeah, and then let me know.
Polka dot. What is it?
Polka Dot Rabbit podcast.
Yeah. I got you.
Okay, and once you do
All
that,
right.
you just
Just
if
followed
you
you.
yeah, you'll see that I'm live. Like go up there and see that I'm live,
Yep.
and then click
See you
that.
live.
Click that, and then request to join.
So what do I do? Send request.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, there you go. Wait a minute, hold on a second.
Okay.
I'm about to accept you right now. So after that, we will officially be in the house, and because you'll see me pop up. I just accepted you. So
Okay.
let's see. There you go. There you go. Now you should. Now you should. Oh crap! I gotta. Hold on a second. I gotta turn this mess down.
Do I have my? Oh, I gotta have my
Yeah, and turn your volume down too. On
on the phone.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cut it all the way down.
Peace, everybody. Peace, peace, peace.
Peace to the
We
family.
yeah, we getting everybody just coming in. Peace. When you're coming in, please go ahead while we waiting. Press that like button, if you will. We're gonna have a very interesting conversation tonight. Very for me, this conversation, is very important for numerous ways. Just because it's very informative. Peace, everybody in the TikTok world. Please press that like button, share, like, and if you haven't followed all week, go ahead and follow me. We're gonna have a very important talk tonight with a very good brother that has a lot of good information. Tonight we're gonna be talking about tiny houses, okay? And now I didn't know much about this until I met this good brother here. Well, this good brother that I know gave me this information. You know what I'm saying about these tiny houses? Because I was like, what's the big deal about these tiny houses? Why everybody talking about tiny house festivals? Tiny house this and tiny house that, and I'm just like, yo, what's the big deal about tiny houses? And come to find out, my homeboy Tyrene, he
Mhm.
sells tiny homes. So I'm like, I had to come to him and say, yo, man, you gotta tell the people, you know what I'm saying, what's going on with these tiny homes, you know what I'm saying, and what the deal is with these tiny homes, because I'm still just waiting to get this information. But of course, like I said, if you are ready, please press that like button. We want to share this. We're going to get the people out there. Also, if you haven't already, you already know, go to polkadot.rabbitpodcast.com, get my book, um, Bicultural Living and Leaving the World, we're Living and Leaving the World of Illusions. Um, you read this book and you'll understand more so why, if you look at my podcast and you look at, the stuff I post, why I post a wide variety of diverse things because I've been around the world, met a lot of people, did a lot of different things, seen a lot of different places. So my subject matter is going to be quite diverse. You know what I'm saying? So you know, oh wait a minute, I think he just left. I think okay, he just left the.
You got me
You see
back
that?
in.
Yeah, to come
Yeah. I
back
see
in. Cool,
you
cool,
back
cool. Yeah, so and I'm gonna be just so y'all know out there, my subject matter are going to be starting to get even more diverse. starting very soon. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna start talk about a lot of different things. You know what I'm saying? And this is a good example what we have going on tonight. You know what I'm saying with this good brother. So let's get it moving. Enough of me. All that good stuff. I'm done my talking. The good brother Kevin,
Yes,
please
sir.
introduce these people. You know the
Okay.
to the people who you are, what you do, and you got it.
Yeah, for sure. So my name is Kevin D. I go by Kevin D Tiny Man, and when I sell tiny homes, some know me as Tyrone also. I deal with numbers and stuff. I deal with a lot of things, but a lot of people don't know I've been in real estate for quite some time, over 15 years. I've been licensed for about 6 in Georgia, and I was a paralegal for about 10 years before that, doing real estate law. And so about 2 years ago, I stumbled on the tiny house movement. I was already a licensed real estate agent, but I started having clients come to me asking me about tiny homes. And this is right before the pandemic hit. I didn't really know much about it, but I started doing research on YouTube and watching videos. And basically, the housing market, we're in a bubble right now. So if anybody's trying to buy a house, they know it is like super hard to buy, especially in Atlanta, different areas. Um, the market is a seller's market. The prices are at an all-time high, and a lot of people could not afford to buy it. So what happened is this push towards this tiny house. It was almost a movement that started. And this tiny home movement really started with the pandemic. The pandemic, it changed a lot of views for a lot of people. First and foremost, a lot of people started to realize that the things they thought were important were really not that important. And being close to family and friends was super important given the times that we live in, especially the fact that, if you're living with a family member or a friend and they're close by, it's easier as a group, when things hit the fan, if we can come together and stick together. So people started downsizing and family wanted to be closer to each other. And this gave way to what is known as tiny homes. Now, tiny homes it's very it's a lot to it. I'll say there's a lot to it because there's so many avenues and aspects to so-called tiny homes. You have different types of tiny homes. You have stick-built tiny homes where they come to your house and build it on the land. You have what is known as THOWs. That stands for THOWS, tiny home on wheels. You also have ADUs, accessory dwelling units. And I'm going to get into a little bit of these different terms and what they mean and what you should be looking for. But these have become very popular. I started working for a manufacturer again right in February of 2020. So as soon as I started working there, COVID hit. I didn't sell nothing for 90 days. I was ready to walk out, and then a guy came in and bought 3 in 1 day, cash from Kentucky. And after that, business just started booming, and I've been rolling for the last 2 years selling these tiny homes.
When you that person from Kentucky, right? When they came in there and they were like, did they say anything where they're like, "Yo, I need these tiny homes for this specific reason"? What was it that motivated him to come out there? Did he kind of talk about that, or?
Yeah, for sure. He definitely was trying to make some money. He was a businessman. He already had a couple on some land, and they have events out there. I think it was Sturgis, Kentucky. So they have like bike week, different events, and he would rent out his small trailers, tiny homes. So they were strictly for profit. They make great Airbnbs. We live in the era of Airbnbs, and that's essentially what he was doing, renting out his Airbnb.
Dang. So I mean that makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? So when you were saying the family aspect, have you seen people doing that with the tiny homes? It's kind of like coming in and being like, "Yo, we want to get a bunch of land. We want to throw tiny homes on it." Have you heard that
Yeah,
as well?
Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's a big one. So, what I was saying earlier about the different types. So, one that we sell, that I sell, the manufacturer I work for, is called an ADU. That stands for accessory dwelling unit. Now, that term is recognized within the different zoning boards and different rules and regulations. So, if you get an ADU, it's technically for recreational use, like a RV. It's not for full time living. So, with that being said, you can put it in the backyard of your existing home, but you already have to have a house on the land. So, this goes back to what you were just asking me. Were people trying to do it for family members? Yes, because basically, if you already own a house and you have a nice big backyard, then you can put one in the backyard for an older parent or the son who won't do right and keeps moving back home. You throw him back there, you know. But a lot of the what is the baby boomers, a lot of them are moving in with their children who are Gen X. I'm a Gen Xer, so a lot of the Gen Xers are having to take on their parents who are older, and a lot of them are even having to take care of their children who, because of COVID and other things, haven't been able to leave the nest. So they're taking care of a lot of people, and so that extra space has become great for that type of person in that situation, because now you're not crowded and up on top of each other. Everybody feels like they have their own space. The tiny homes are very affordable. So often the baby boomer who is getting a retirement check, can pay for it, because at least the ones we sell average about $650 a month. So it's very affordable. Even some of, the young people who are still living with their parents, they might be working part time. Hey, I can afford 400 or 500 bucks a month. Parent can cover the extra 100 or 2 to make it work.
So you're seeing that more and more consistently, like just people coming together, and you're seeing that consistently.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm also seeing a lot of people who are buying these for Airbnb and for rentals.
Mm,
So those are the two biggest customers.
mm.
People who want to put it in the backyard for a family member, or people who are looking to Airbnb because the ROI is just phenomenal. We have one model, and I'll show it to you later, where you won't believe what one of our Airbnb guys are doing with it. But I'll show it to you a little later.
See, it's really interesting to me because, like, when I look at like the world we're seeing today, I look as this is a luxurious way of downgrading. You know what I'm saying? And um, dealing with sustainability and simplicity. And I keep on saying that, you know what I mean? For me, in all honesty, a lot of this stuff, as far as if you have a lot of land and you got family members coming together and putting houses on the land, it just makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Especially this day and time, because things are getting off the chain. So I have a question though, just as far as like the mechanics of it all. Like, how does the house itself connect to like the sewer and all that stuff? How does that work?
Right. Now, those are good questions. So the thing we sell the ones on wheels, which are called those tiny home on wheels. So they're already on wheels. They're movable. When you get them to your land, ideally you would want to have a septic tank. Now we can tap in the city sewer, but septic tank would be ideal. So you literally would just have a plumber come in and hook your unit up to a septic tank. The water is just like a mobile home. It literally has a space for a water hose to be screwed in. So you can literally run a water hose from your house there. If you have a well, you can put a pump in the well and run the water hose. If you're in the city, then you would have to have a plumber come hook it up. And then electricity, you can run the from the house, or you can run it from a pole. And there is no gas, so it's only sewer, electric, and water. And the great thing is these things can be made to be off grid. So you can get solar panels. Now you have no electric. You can get a composting toilet. And a composting toilet is simply a toilet that separates the solids and the liquids.
Hmm.
The solids go into a container with something that almost looks like mulch, or it
Hmm.
looks like somebody went in the woods and just got some crumpled up leaves and threw it in there, but it turns into fertilizer basically. You can throw it in your yard, doesn't smell or anything, and then you just have to dump the liquid separate. So that's called a composting toilet. So you could get a
Hmm.
composting toilet, and then you really won't have any bills. And then as far as water, you can get a holding tank that catches rainwater and funnel it into your tiny home. So you
Hmm.
can essentially be 100% off the grid or get
Off the
away.
grid, yeah. I
Mhm.
I I know you down in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying. So, uh, how is that your atypical customer coming in like in Atlanta? Are they is that what they're doing? Kind of like just getting it thrown back at the house, or what? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like what are you seeing?
yeah. So good question. Georgia has over 154 counties. Every county has their own zoning laws.
Mm-hmm.
Keisha Lance Bottoms actually pushed an affordable living act in Fulton County in Georgia, in Atlanta, and now Atlanta allows tiny homes. So they do
Oh
allow
wow.
them. DeKalb County allows them, but there's a lot of
Wow.
counties that don't allow them. So you have to check with your local zoning. But in the Atlanta area, because so many counties don't allow them on raw land, most of our customers are putting it in the backyard of their existing home.
Mm-hmm.
And that works out very well because then you have your family members close to you. You can grow a
Mm-hmm.
little garden out there in your backyard. And now it's kind of strength in numbers,
Yeah.
And we all know what's going to happen, man. A crash is on
Mm-hmm.
its way.
Yeah.
And a blind man can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is skyrocketing. Gas has shot up. The price of
Mm-hmm.
everything has gone up. We're experiencing what is known as hyperinflation.
Hyperinflation.
I caught the last market crash and bought a house for pennies on the dollar. And
Mm-hmm.
another one I believe is coming, but I don't think it's going to be bad as the last one from 2008. But we have a lot of investors, especially in the greater Atlanta area, because, it's a lot of melanated people in those areas. And
Mm-hmm.
often we don't always buy. We'll come into a
Yeah.
neighborhood and just rent. And so there's others who take advantage of that. And
Yeah.
these tiny homes are the perfect way to do that because if you get this in your backyard or you can rent it out as an Airbnb and then just charge them per week. And I know a guy right now that's killing them doing that. So
Hmm.
we got a combination of everything.
Mm-hmm.
We service the whole Southeast. So I don't just sell in Atlanta. I sell South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida. We deliver all over. We even delivered one to Virginia recently. So we'll go.
Uh-oh. Now you mean up top where I am right now
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
VA? So you mean
That's
all
my
I gotta do is call you up and say, "Yo,
hey,
Kevin, I need
we're
I
gonna we're
need
gonna
a
get it to
tiny
you.
house in my back joint, and you got me."
We're gonna get it to you. That's a
Oh,
fact.
okay. I hope y'all listen to this. You know what I'm saying? To me, this is amazing to me because this this is like it's like just new. You know what I'm saying? It's like a new idea. It's so amazing. For me, it's like we are all programmed to think a certain way when it comes to everything, right out to just by this system. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And this completely breaks the mold in so many ways about just real estate and home buying. You know what I'm saying?
It does.
This is amazing to me, man. Can you show some of the tiny homes or
Yeah,
can
yeah.
can
I'm gonna share my screen and I want to show you a couple of the models that we sell in
mm-hmm.
particular. Let's see. Okay, are you seeing my screen?
Yep, I'm gonna add it
All
right now.
right.
Hold on.
So this is our website, tinyhouseoutlet.com.
Mm,
And we have about 5 models on here. But the
mm-hmm.
condo is the one I really wanted to show you because
Oh
this is the
wow.
one we had a guy who put this in his backyard. And now, if you look at the blueprint, you got one unit on this side, one unit on this side, and a utility room in the middle. He's charging 800 a month a piece for each side. So that's 1600 a month. Then he put a coin laundry and a snack machine in this utility room. So he's making money off that too. So this one here I call the cash cow because of that. And I mean the ROI on that is phenomenal. It only runs about $40,000, and I mean you can easily make your money back on this. Some of the other models we have. This is our most popular model. It's called the Hacienda. It's a one bed, one bath, and as you can see, one bedroom, kitchen, living room with the optional porch. I have a quick video. Let me see. This is actually a 3D. Can you see this? The 3D.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You see the front door come around. Then you got the kitchen area, microwave, cooktop. This is how most
Mm-hmm.
people do them. And you can go
Oh
into the
wow.
bedroom. You got the bedroom, nice size bedroom, and then you got your bathroom with the washer and dryer right in the bathroom, stackable bathtub, everything you need. and this is 400 square feet. And
I
I'm gonna
mean, that's
show
all
you.
you need, man. Like,
Really,
like,
but here's another one called the bungalow, and
mm-hmm,
this one's cool too because it has 3 rooms, and so this is good if you got small children. You can have them in the room, and there's optional porches that you can have also with this. So yeah, we have different models to choose from. I mean, if you're in the Georgia area, we're located in Cobb on Cobb Parkway in Kennesaw. It's best to just come by and see them. We have some inventory on our lot, but we can build it in about 2 months if anybody's looking for something. Um, I'm trying to see if I have. Uh, I don't think I have any homes on this. So I'm only having. We only our other website is not up right now, so this is the only one we have up. But anybody interested, just reach out. We'll get you some information. So did you have any other questions?
um, yes, I did. So, are these houses kind of like a Tesla? Can you make them like all
Mhm.
the accessories? You'd be like, oh, I want this, I want that, and they just
Yeah,
custom make and
yeah.
they throw it to you.
That's a good question. So we don't do custom. We have a general layout, like I showed you
Mm-hmm.
the blueprint, and you can add things like dishwasher, wash and dryer, porch,
Mm.
stuff like that. But you can't change the layout. The
The
layout is
layout.
going to stay
Okay.
the same.
Okay.
Yeah, but you get to pick your floors, your walls, countertops, cabinets, all those different things. So you get to pick those different colors, and you can kind of make it your own. And we've had people that bought them and did their own thing. One lady put shiplap all over the
Mm-hmm.
walls to give it a more of a cabin feel. So there are a lot of little DIY things you can do once you get it to your property.
To me, it's I I automatically when I see all of this, I'm thinking just like you said earlier, get off the grid, find some water, find your well, get off the
Hmm.
grid, put the solar panels up. What's that thing that Tesla Elon Musk has? Is it a solar cell? Is that what it's called? The solar cell?
I
Is
think
that what it's
so.
called?
Yeah. How they
Something
get
like that. Where you
solar?
just put the panels up there and put on the side
Yep.
of that side of the house, and
Exactly.
like you have a well or a source of water, yo, you're done,
You're done.
right?
All you gotta do is grow your own food.
That's it. And like you said earlier, this is simplicity and sustainability. This is what is going to when the shit hits the fan, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? Which we, like you said, we know it is, and we
Yeah.
might see it at a whole new level we haven't even seen. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? When all this stuff is going down and you're not connected to the grid, I mean, people gotta start thinking like this. You know what I'm saying? They think this stuff is like that this reality that we've been living in, you know what I'm saying, is just going to keep on, play out like this. Nah, man, they showed you that in with the COVID shutdown. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And we already know something's coming, coming back next. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So tiny homes is like the antidote for the for the situation.
It's the wave of the future, and they already have one tiny home community in Chattooga County, and
Mm-hmm.
it's North Georgia near Tennessee. But you're going to start to see tiny home communities pop up all across America. Our tiny homes that we sell, we were on HGTV. They voted us the most affordable tiny homes in all of America.
Mm.
So we have the lowest price, and we're the actual manufacturer. So we're not a third party. So we're able to get them quicker than most people. A lot of other places are 6 months, 7 month wait time, but we only have a 2 month wait time. And actually, Tyler Perry bought 76 from us and put it on his studio here in Georgia. So
What?
yeah. So we're pretty big. We're pretty big deal. And so if you're looking to get off the grid, if you're looking to downsize, or just if a group of people put their money together. Again, the average tiny home being about 45,000. You get 5 people, everybody buy one. Y'all get a little plot of land. Y'all grow a little community garden, and now you guys can survive if things, hit the fan, which eventually they are.
Yeah, 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 yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because, I saw something today, not to get too much off topic, but it is, kind of what we're talking about. God dang, all these cows were dead. You know what I'm saying? Did you see that? It was like 400
Yeah,
cows or something like they said
I
was
heard about
all
that.
died. You
That's
know, and then
crazy.
they said it's. I saw something online saying there's been like 100 different food plants or something like that that's been like destroyed for a certain time frame. Yeah, man. This is actual fact. This ain't just
Okay,
making stuff up. This is
right.
so. I mean, people don't think about the trickle down effect about 100 different food plants. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
With that type of effect that people are normally used to, just
Right.
gone. You know what I'm saying? So my whole point is that just going like piggyback what you're saying. Yo, if you out in the sticks or whatever, you got your own garden, you got your food, that don't affect you at all.
At
You
all.
know what I'm saying? They worrying about eating. They can't find a good price on chitlins, and you know what I'm saying? You just slicing up your cucumbers.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Real talk,
That's it.
man.
That's it.
Or drinking your soda pop, whatever whatever it is that we're so used to by this society, by just garbage we eating.
Hmm.
Man, we got to get. I saw a meme, Kevin, and it had these. It was a black and white picture. It had these old and an old um sister. She was older. It's back probably in the 30s or 40s, right? And
Right.
she was like tilling the land, whatever. And the meme said something like, "Our ancestors were rich." You know what I'm saying? They own their own land. They grow their own food. And they went on talking about that. And I was just like, "Yo, man, that's what we got to get back to." You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
We definitely got to.
That's real, like you said, real estate, sustainability. You know what I'm saying? Having all that. That's life is simple, man. The system make things way more complicated than it needs to be. You know what I'm saying? The ones of us that
Exactly.
got some sense, you know what I mean, need to get back to simplicity. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So,
it, man. And get back to the family structure. Having that support system is important. Family is
hmm
important, and I think a lot of people realize that. I think my
hmm
IG went off. Let me
yeah.
see.
Did your phone die?
Yeah, it was about to. I had to plug it up.
Okay, yeah. If it
Was
comes back up, just hit it again.
all right.
I'll
Just hit
bring
it
you back
again.
in.
It's plugged up now. So
Okay. I mean, I think you're coming in right now. Hold on a second.
okay, cool. But yeah, just getting back to the family, this like you said, the simple way of life. I
hmm
think it's important. Um, a lot of people realize what's important, what wasn't important,
Yeah.
and a lot of people are tired of having these big old mortgages.
hmm
The millennials in particular,
hmm
they're all about having experiences. So instead of paying, $3,000 a month for a mortgage, they
hmm
rather pay, 650 for a tiny home a month, and then use that extra money to travel and
Travel. Yeah.
experiences and do different things. They're not trying to be tied down because they
uh-uh.
realize that life is too short, and you don't want to be house rich where all your money and energy is going to just paying on your house, and you really don't have the money to enjoy, your life and have
Exactly.
fun and travel and just do the things you want to do because
hmm
it's so short, and you look up and it's like all you do is work and come home and work and come home, and it gets very
Exactly.
monotonous, and people are starting to realize that when you're dying and family members are dying, and you have all types of stuff going around like pandemics, then that stuff doesn't matter.
hmm
And it's interesting because now you see people who don't want to work. They,
hmm
they they figured out that, hey man, working is for suckers. I spend all
Yeah.
this time working, making you rich. I
hmm
barely have enough to feed myself. I mean, I can survive and get by off the system because I'll
hmm
probably live better than that. And I've been in situations like that where
hmm
it's like it made more sense not to work because
hmm
food is so high that if you're
hmm
getting food stamps and other things, the little bit of money you getting on your job, it just may not even make sense. So people
Yeah.
are waking up, and they're looking for alternatives, and it's an interesting time we live in. But I just say, man, take advantage of it, if you can. um it's especially with the whole um Airbnb opportunity is
hmm
phenomenal.
I think you gotta flip it
I'm
around.
trying to turn my camera around on my
Yeah.
Instagram. My first time. Oh, here it is. All right.
Man, I saw this one lady and she actually had a mobile. That's what it's called. Was it a mobile tiny home? Is that correct?
Yes, tiny home on wheels. Throw
Tiny
it.
home. Yo, this cat was going all around the country, taking her home with her and working in different. Like she was like a mobile. I don't know if she was a nurse or
Traveling nurse.
something, you know what I'm saying? But she would go to these places for like 3 to 4 months at a time, you know what I'm saying, and get the tiny hostels, go to these different places, camp up, well, however she connected in whatever
Mhm.
area it was, but she was living there and working.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, people are doing amazing things.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot. I meet, and by working with this, I meet great people. Like a lot of people who are into off the grid, into
Mm-hmm.
holistic living. They know things aren't right with the country, and a lot of
Yeah.
these people they love to travel. A lot of them they live full time out their camper or their tiny home,
Mm-hmm.
and they move around. And I mean, it's just a great life if you can do it, and it's not hard, because of the internet. A lot of people are working from home, especially since the pandemic, and those people can live anywhere. And if you can live anywhere, you added such an advantage because you can move to areas like on the outskirts of Atlanta,
Mm-hmm.
Mississippi, wherever, where the cost of living is so cheap, and get a tiny home, but you can still make good money if you're working online. So because of that has also changed the way people live because
Yeah.
people work different now with the
Yeah.
internet.
I got a question. Okay, let's say for example, like you said, you're in real estate, right?
Mhm.
Let's say I wanted to go to a let's say I wanted to go to get a to get a house with it the regular way, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
Um, let's say I get approved for $450,000, right?
Hmm.
And I saw a plot of land, you know what I mean? And are banks kind of working with people that are trying to get tiny homes and connecting the
No,
land?
absolutely not. No, we do
Yeah.
in-house financing.
Okay.
The hard part is finding some land. They're not going to finance the land and the tiny home. We just
Mm-hmm.
finance the tiny home, so you have to have your own land, and it's hard to find land right now
Mm-hmm.
because everything is they're price gouging, and to
Mm.
find like a plot of land in a county with no zoning, it is difficult. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people have trouble, but you can still find some. The best way is finding private owners, going to places like Facebook Marketplace and things
Mm-hmm.
like that, and just trying to find private owners. If it's listed, it's probably going to be already in a subdivision, and
Mm-hmm.
they want you to build a house. So here's the challenge with the tiny home issue. The
Mm-hmm.
issue is the counties don't make money because tiny homes are on wheels. They're not permanently affixed to the ground.
Property
So
tax.
they
Gotcha.
can't raise your property tax. So this
Mm-hmm.
is why the county is giving a lot of pushback. And if you do have it permanently affixed to the ground, your property tax is still going to be dirt cheap because I mean, how much is property tax going to be on a 400 square foot,
Yeah.
tiny home? So and these when you because we have two versions. One, like I said, is called the ADU, accessory dwelling unit. We also have the HUD approved tiny home. Now those are more for full-time living, but because they're HUD approved, which is housing and urban development, they're regulated by the government for full-time living. They fall under the guidelines of a single wide trailer. So now you got to find communities that allow single wide trailers. And a lot of these communities, they don't even allow them because the average trailer park home has two children, and
Mm-hmm.
usually they're on public assistance. So the
Mm.
county doesn't like that either because they're saying, hey, the school system is having to pay for this. So it's a stigma about tiny homes and trailers and things like that. But we're seeing wealthy people move into these. I mean, I had
Yeah.
a customer who sold his house for $500,000
Mm-hmm.
because of the market and
Mm-hmm.
bought a tiny home for 65 and had a little plot of land already at his family's back and put it in his family's backyard. So he's sitting on a half a million cash liquid.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
That ain't
he's not
nothing.
poor.
Yeah.
And he's getting Social Security. So, I mean, everybody living in these is not poor because you have a bunch of baby boomers who are now moving into this space. And some of them are doing very well for themselves. So, but unfortunately, it is a stigma around those. And so this is where you get some pushback from the counties.
You got my mind moving now because I'm just like, okay, because the answer you just gave me, it's like, okay, you go to a bank and you say, all right, Mr. Bank, I want some land, and they say, all right, I got you approved for the land, and then you come to Kevin and say like, all right, I got proof for some land, I got the land right here, I need some houses to put on the land. Since
Right.
y'all do separate financing, that's that can all come together. Am I right? Is that
Yes. Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. And that's what a lot of people are doing. Investors are doing that. They're coming in, they already got their land secured, and they just come into us and they get a bunch of tiny homes and they're renting them out.
Yo, it's simple, man.
It's
This.
simple.
I hope y'all hear this, man. This is the most simplest thing. You know what I mean? As far as the just living as human beings. In America, anywhere. You know what I'm saying? This is this is groundbreaking, man. If you ask me, my personal opinion, you know
No,
what I'm
it
saying?
is.
This is like nothing that I've seen when it comes to living like this. This is
Right. Well, here's the thing. Always try to make people's lives easier and look for what's in demand. And housing is in demand right now. And the market's
mm-hmm,
up. So the tiny home thing was just a natural progression
mm-hmm.
for an economy that can't sustain its people in the
Yeah,
housing market and with the pandemic. Those combined created the perfect environment for the tiny home and for the trailers because now single wides and trailers are becoming a big thing now. People are
yeah.
buying trailers again, and that's a great business to be in. The company that I
Mm-hmm.
work with, they also do trailers, so we can do up to three
Either
bedrooms.
or.
So we can do either or, and it's
Mhm.
and trailers. It's a stigma about trailers, but they're actually really nice, and you
Mhm,
can make them permanently affixed to the ground. You can
mhm,
put what is it bricks under the bottom to
mhm.
make it look nice at the bottom, to cover
Yeah,
up
yeah,
where, at the bottom and everything. So it's so many options right now, but people are learning to be more creative and
yeah.
and it's actually paying off for a lot of people.
It's interesting, man, because we all how we always talk about. We already know that like this is it's the age of Aquarius. People are waking up. People are thinking differently.
Mhm.
People are becoming truly conscious, spiritual awakening. All these different awakenings, and like this is for me. This is like literally a physical manifestation of that as well. Just saying
Right,
like bump all that stuff I learned about you got to have real estate over here. You got to get the white picket fence, you know what I'm
right.
saying? And you got to have a mortgage, you're 30 years old, all kind of crazy stuff. Like, this is like, nah, you don't need none of this. Come,
Really
you,
don't.
you- so so dang man, so people just come in. So I'm my wheels are spinning now, you know what I'm saying? So
Right. I got you.
people are coming in here and they got some people got cash, they got finances, they run the numbers, whatever. They say, all right, we can you're approved for $200,000. People are like, all right, give me three of them. Is that?
No, well, for us with our financing
Mm,
company, you come in and then you build one out. We'll get your price, and then we'll finance it based on the price. We don't
mm,
just do like a generic approval, like you can get whatever you. We don't do that.
mm,
You have to pick what you want. We get you a price quote. If you want more than one, you're gonna have to put more money down. I mean, because the company's taking all the risk. But
mm-hmm.
the good thing is it's in house, so you're not dealing with banks. You're dealing with people, and if you got some money to put the down payment in decent credit, you shouldn't have any problem.
Okay, that was my question. 'Cause I'm not. I'm just wondering like the whole the finance aspect of it. So
Yeah, yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah.
So there's no minimum credit score requirement. That's the good thing. They don't care what your credit score is per se.
Mm,
They do look at it, but as long as you got the down payment, and if you have some credit challenges, you may have to put a little more money down. I mean, you're
mm,
taking all the risks. But if your credit is above a 580, most people are getting approved as long as you got the down payment. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It
yeah.
just
Just like any
depends.
other house, right?
Yeah, it's like any
Just like
other.
any other house. Yeah.
Right.
Yo,
But I've
this is
seen people approve with a 500, but they had to put down a substantial amount. They had to
yeah,
put
yeah, yeah, yeah.
40%. Yeah.
This is cracking my neck out today, man. Like you got me. I mean, ever since you told about it, that's why I wanted to wait to ask you these questions.
Right. I got you. Now these are great
You
questions
know what I'm
though.
saying? I wanted to. So you said this earlier. So I know you in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So anybody in the East Coast, what from Florida up to where? Virginia?
Yep.
They can.
That's pretty much it. Yep. We got you.
Dang man, y'all see this? I know, especially in the the TikTok world. You know what I'm saying? Cats be hitting me from all over the place,
Yep.
man. You know what I'm
I
saying? You
get them
wouldn't even
too.
believe. So
I'm on
y'all in the
TikTok
TikTok
too.
world, what you say?
I'm on TikTok, Kevin D Tiny Man. And
Okay,
so
y'all see that? Kevin,
yeah.
y'all hear that? Kevin D Tiny Man. Go ahead and follow him. You know what I'm saying? Kevin D. Tiny Man.
Yeah,
Go ahead and follow him there. So all y'all cats on the East Coast, all y'all gotta do is hit up my man Kevin here, and I think you're yeah his website is right here,
yeah.
tiny
Numbers in real estate.
numbersinrealestate.com.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So they can hit you up there and they can
Yep,
contact you there. Is that correct?
that's correct. That's my website, and there's a link on there that'll send you to our tiny home website.
Mm-hmm.
Also help people with credit in case you need some help with that. And
Mm-hmm.
again, I'm licensed in Georgia, so if you're looking for a house in Georgia to buy or sell, I can help. I had a customer come in, I helped her sell her house, and then I sold her a tiny home. So, it's a great thing,
Good
to be able to
gracious,
help people with.
you a triple threat.
Yeah, yeah, hey, man, we do what we can. We do what we can. We do what we
Good
can.
gracious, man, that's devastating. Y'all hear that, man? You know what I'm saying? So, if y'all are like I said, if y'all are on the East Coast, you know what I'm saying, my man Kevin, he can get you in these tiny opens. He can what help you, but you always been helping with people with credit though. As long as
Oh
I've
yeah,
known you, I know you've been he
yeah,
helped
I've
you
been
with your
doing that.
credit.
Yep.
Yeah, he can help
It
you with your
started with
credit.
myself. Yep.
Yeah, he can sell the house. And
Yeah.
then, like he said, he can sell your tiny house. So he's a triple threat. So y'all need to y'all don't sleep on cats like this, man. Because this, you know, I might not even be able to get an interview for him like in 2 years from now.
Nah, I always got room for you, brother. You already know.
You gonna say decline call?
You a mess.
But
And that could be
yeah,
your
man.
number.
But yeah, man. This is this is what I like to see, man. Progression, man. Being
Right.
progressive. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Anything else you got? You know what I'm saying? You want to build on? I mean, we got
Nah, I mean, like I said, man, just be prepared. People, it's a lot coming, and just
yeah,
try to get your tribe together. If it's your
yeah. Real
if
talk.
even if it's just your immediate family, your kids, your spouse, come up with a plan. Start trying to grow your own food.
Hmm.
Become a little more self resilient. It's important
Hmm.
because when things hit the fan, you're not gonna be able to turn to the government. You're gonna have to hold it down
Hold it
yourself.
down yourself.
And
You know what I'm
all of
saying?
these 30-year expense, don't live below your means. That's one thing I learned. My mom taught me when I was young. Don't live above your means. If you live below your means, you'll be good. And you really should be investing your money, that you're able to save and living off. Ideally you want to live off about 10% and invest 90. But
Hmm.
even if you can live off 50% and invest 50%, you're doing real good. So
Yeah.
you want to be in that position, and tiny homes is an opportunity to do it. Again, if you already have a house, you put one in the backyard. That can be another source of income.
Hmm.
Like I said, the guy that I pointed out that was renting out each side for 800 a month, he's making 16. His mortgage was 1,200 a month, so
Yeah.
now he's living rent free. He was only paying 400 a month for the tiny home. So with that being said, it's like you living rent free, and that's Rich Dad Poor Dad. That book
Yeah.
changed my life, man.
Yeah. Me
Anybody
too.
who's out here who's looking to, become successful or just get out the rat race, understand how
Hmm.
the world works, how things work, how wealthy think. Rich Dad Poor Dad. I can't. That book is
Yeah.
4 Hour Work Week. Those two
I
books
agree.
will change your life, man.
I agree, man. I agree. Yeah. Yeah. Yo, you just have to realize, and you have to. I mean, it might be a wake up call for some of for some of y'all, but ever since they set that reset button, it's a wrap for the system that we've known for this time. It's a wrap, man. Everything's gonna change, man. The digital currency, everything that we thought was stable. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? You got, in real talk, man, not to sound like some old, crazy person, but yeah, man, but shoot, get some stuff to protect yourself too. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you
Pick
better,
up that guns and ammo
you
magazine,
better,
you know,
you better. Absolutely.
because you got stuff, man. You got some crazy people here that try to take your stuff once you get it, man. So
Oh yeah.
that's a reality. You know that.
Well,
You know what I'm
we
saying?
in
But
Georgia, and Georgia is I call it the Wild Wild West. They changed the gun laws now, so you don't even need a concealed weapon. And I mean, brothers out here shooting like it's no tomorrow. I mean, the guy shot a lady because she put too much mayonnaise on his sandwich at Subway. I'm not making this up. It's just
Mhm.
it's become crazy. So just stay prayed up, stay gripped up, and
Yeah.
protect your
Yeah.
family,
Yeah. Yeah.
man. And it's nuts out here.
Yeah,
But
man. It's
the good thing about with the tiny home community, a lot of these people, they're in rural areas. They're
exactly.
hunters. They got their guns. They know everybody, and it's very
Exactly.
peaceful. And because these people are living below their means, you don't have a lot of jealousy and hate.
Mm-hmm.
No one's hating on you in your little
Mm-hmm.
tiny house. It's not like you got the big mansion and all of this stuff. So it's a great environment. It's a great community. The people who are into these, I've just met some awesome people, and they understand how things are and what's coming. And having that insight
Yeah.
is just
Yeah.
invaluable. It's
Yeah.
invaluable.
Yep. Priceless. Yeah, because once you go, once you go to rural areas, once you go to the country, you know what I'm saying? Because I've been in the country. I mean, I had that experience in numerous and different ways. But there's a certain mindset with people, you know what I'm saying, in the country, you
Hmm.
know, and just like you're saying, like there's a certain mindset from what you're explaining to me, and what makes perfect sense. It's kind of connected in a way about the people with the tiny homes, you know. There's a certain mindset. I don't know if you want to call it woke, whatever you want to call it, but there's a certain all people are just starting to get it, you know, and
Hmm.
they getting the hell on. You know what I'm saying? They ain't trying to be all piled up in a condo. They're like, nah, I'm good. So
Yep. And our Mexican brothers and sisters been doing that. They
yeah.
all live together and then
Mm-hmm.
want to buy a house and they branch off. And that's why they're doing well because they learn to work with each other, work close together, help each other.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're going to have to get back to
Yeah, I
because
agree.
that's the only way you're going to be able to survive out here.
Yeah. Tiny homes, man. You know what I'm saying? Tiny homes, multiple tiny homes. Get that land, throw about three or four of them in there, have your,
Yep.
your family, and
That's it.
that's yeah, I mean, that's perfect formula, folks. I'm telling y'all, man, perfect formula. You can't, beat that with a stick. But yeah, man. Anything else we got?
Man, I mean that's it, man. Like I said, I'm out here real estate. I have my own real estate company, Numbers in Real Estate, meeting all your real estate needs. That's our motto. Whatever you need, in real estate. If it's in Georgia, I can help you. If I can't help, I know somebody that can. That's just my thing. I got into it because I just saw opportunity um, to really become financially stable with real estate. And so I
Hmm.
delve in all aspects from investing to, again, to tiny homes. I'm a tiny home specialist. And I primarily do residential, but, I also have some ties with commercial. Next show we're going to have to do is bring my guy on. He's one of my Morris brothers, but he does storage facilities.
Mm.
He's doing very well for himself, and so this is also one of my guys. So any investors looking, I can definitely link you with him. But we got to do a show with him, man. He's a good
Let's
brother.
do it, man. I'm ready.
Yeah, he's a
Sooner
good.
than later.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Sooner than later. Well,
Yep.
yeah, man, that's dope, man. As always, a beautiful build. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Sure.
information. I always be learning from you in some way or another. You know what I'm
Appreciate
saying? When it comes to that, anything that we be building on, man. So I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying, so
it.
much. And y'all see this information, numbers in realestate.com. Hit him up. You know what I'm saying? And besides that, I'm out, man. You know what I'm saying? Get in quick, get out. You know what I'm saying? We got
Sure.
all the good stuff, information, tiny home. You know what I'm saying? Get your tribe together, like he said. Get the tribe together. Sustainability, simplicity. You know what I'm saying? And try to weather this storm. You know what I'm saying? Because it's coming. It's brewing.
It's coming, y'all. Be prepared. But yeah, this is the new wave. If you can get on it, investors, this is where it's at. People that just want to downsize and trying to lower their monthly expenses, this is where it's at, man. We out here in the Tiny Home Atlanta. Come check us out. We right on Cobb Parkway. Again, I'm Kevin D, and I'll be happy to help out any way I can.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all heard it from the man, Kevin D. Tiny Man. Y'all heard it from him. So we're gonna go ahead and end this out. You know what I'm saying? That like I'm gonna end it out. Please, always we're gonna keep on. Like I was telling you earlier, we're gonna be diversifying even more so this podcast. So I might ask my man right here. He's a Tai Chi man as well. So we might have a whole conversation on Tai Chi. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I
next we
do
might be talking
qigong
about
actually.
Forex. Huh?
Qigong,
Oh,
Qigong.
Qigong. That's right. I'm sorry.
Qigong.
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 What's his
Yep.
name? Is Tai Chi. That's right.
He's
Qigong.
4X. Yes.
Yeah, 4X. Yeah, he's 4X. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna be diversifying this, man, because the more diverse people you are as an individual, you got to share it with the folks. You know what I'm saying? You got to share, this the information to the people. So that's it for me on this end. I appreciate you, brother. And yeah, we're gonna do just let me know when you're ready. We'll do another one.
Okay, it sounds good, man. I appreciate you. Appreciate your audience. Hit us up, man. Keep paying attention to this brother. He dropping great information. Bombs, nothing but jewels. Just information, man. Take it in and chew through it, spit the bones out, eat the meat, and let's keep pushing.
That's it.
Salute.
All right, y'all. Peace and love. You know what I'm saying to the fam, and all tribes unite. And let's make this happen. Peace.
Peace.